It's now my pleasure to introduce New York City PBA President Patrick Lynch.
Thank you, Sergeant. And thank each and every one of you for coming out on this Sunday morning to help us pay respect to a family and a community that supports law enforcement, not only in this county, but in that faraway land of New York City that I'm proud to say I'm a resident from. Just taking your business and saying, we want to do something to say thank you. And not just today, when some of the headlines you read, you wonder where they come from. When they question law enforcement at all the wrong times, and folks say, well, we support the police, we want to show it. But that's not when this started. This goes back to September 11th, when the world watched as police officers from all our departments rushed towards those towers. When we spent days on our hands and knees digging, not just to bring our colleagues that had shields on their chest, but to bring every person back the best we could. Every mother, every father, every child, every wife and husband. While we were there, concentrating on doing a difficult job, there were folks that stood there and handed you a sandwich. Folks that basically shut down their business to help us do our jobs. And that's not an easy thing to do. So on the 15th anniversary, when once again those same folks showed up and said, we want to say thank you again. We were so proud to be part of this. We were proud to go to a roll call before they slide behind the wheel of the radio car and go on patrol. That this family, the Panico family, said, before you go, take a bite of this. That means an awful lot to us. That's how the average citizen feels about police officers. They support them. They understand what each and every one of these officers do, regardless of the patch that's on their shoulders. They put themselves at risk so these kids here can make choices in the future. They can decide what they want to do. And they have no fear of being retaliated against because these women and men are willing to stand between evil and good. So I'm so proud to come out here and be able to say thank you. As we pulled up here, so many of you came up and said, oh, thank you for doing this. And I'm embarrassed. Because what we wanted to do is come to this community and say thank you to them. And thank you to you. Being a union man, I have to find something wrong and complain, so I'm going to do that. The only complaint I have is by eating these sandwiches, when we all said, you know what we should do? We should all get in our dress blues and come to this dedication. Well, it became very difficult to keep these buttons on after eating the food that's here, but nonetheless, we thank you. So, if the family could come on up, I want to show you just a small bit of appreciation. So I'm honored to present this plaque. Panico Market, with sincere gratitude for your outstanding generosity and friendship to the members of the New York City Police Department and the New York City Patrolmen's Benevolent Association. The kindness and goodwill you've exhibited for many years is greatly appreciated. Signed by me on behalf of every New York City police officer. We hope you put this on your wall as proudly as we are when we come in to see it. Sir, thank you. I thank each and every one of you, because as we walk through the crowd here today, all we heard was good things about this family, about this establishment. We thought we were special, but it turns out they take care of everyone. So that's a good thing. But I thank you on behalf of my members. I thank each and every one of you, and the volunteers that help get this done, and the guy that's back in the freezer all the time that doesn't want any credit either. I want to thank each and every one of you. God bless each and every one of you. Thank you for taking the time to be with us.
Thank you, Patty. It's now my pleasure to introduce Suffolk County PBA President Noel Girolamo.
Thank you very much. Just want to echo some of the words that Pat said. Cannot express our gratitude to the Panico family, Donato, your staff. What they did was a tremendous, tremendous thing, not just for the members of Suffolk County Police Department, Nassau County Police Department, and New York City, but first responders across all of those areas. It was a tremendous undertaking, and it really is an example of why we do what we do, because it's people like them that remind us of how important it is to be out there protecting people and knowing that it's appreciated by the people you're doing it for. So Donato, to you and your staff and your family, thank you very much. We really appreciate it. Of course, it's always difficult going after Pat Lynch. What am I going to say? Right? My suit doesn't button. And I didn't meet the heroes. So, well, with that, we have a plaque we'd like to present you with on behalf of the Suffolk County PBA, the Suffolk Detectives Association, and the Superior Officers Association. Okay. Panico's Community Market, in grateful appreciation for your Heroes for Heroes program and your strong support of law enforcement, presented to you by the Suffolk County Police Benevolent Association, Suffolk Detectives Association, and Superior Officers Association. In addition, the members of the Suffolk County Police 4th Precinct had a blue line flag that they kept in their building, and they wanted to present you with their blue line flag for yourself. Again, thank you very much to you and your family for doing what you've done. Thank everybody for coming out and showing support today. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Noel. And now it's my pleasure to introduce from the Nassau County PBA, Sergeant at Arms, Jim McDermott.
Thank you, everyone. Jimmy Carver couldn't be here today. He's the president, and I'm here in his stead. I'm sorry he was taken away on business. After Pat and Noel spoke, that leaves nothing for me. So I just want to thank the people of Panicos. I want to thank Donato up here. I'll keep it short so everybody doesn't have to stand out in the sun and cook. Donato, here you go. Grateful appreciation to Panicos for their undying support of the men and women of the Nassau County Police Department. James Carver, President. The heroes are good.
Thank you, Jim. And now it's my pleasure to introduce from the Panicos Community Market, Donato Panico.
Thank everybody for coming. And everybody for helping. All the people that helped us put this together. There are so many great people in this neighborhood that want to help and just feel like their hands are tied. So it's a small thing we did, I believe. But you guys are really, really appreciated, and we wouldn't have this great country without you brave men and women doing what you do every day. We just really appreciate it, and we are so humbled to take all your kind words. And thank you from my family. Appreciate everything.
Thank you so much, Mr. Panico. Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes our ceremony for today. There will be light refreshments being served right behind us. We want to thank the pipe bands for showing up today and supporting this also. Thank you once again. Have a pleasant day and a safe trip home. Thank you very much.
took any of your shots, did I?
Four.